Do you want to move from this to this? This strum pattern gets people clapping along. It's simple, sounds great on the acoustic, and once you add a little percussive click in the middle, it really comes to life. I'll break this one down step by step, and by the end, you'll have folks tapping their foot and clapping right along with you. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin, and this is Maggie May. There you go. My wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started. I love the guitar for so many reasons, and one of the big reasons is because of this. Just the click. You might hear it called the click, or a slap strum, or a chuck. I love the guitar. It's so percussive, and you can do this on an electric guitar, but I think it sounds better and it's more satisfying.
It makes you want to clap.
It does. Like if you're moving from, which there's nothing wrong. You should be able to kind of keep an eighth note down up rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But watch what happens when I start doing this. See, Vicky can't even stop herself. She has to clap along. It also is hard not to tap your toe when you play this rhythm. And you're doing that on these clicks. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and it's gonna get people moving. It's in so many songs, very popular. Someone told me long ago. Tons and tons of songs you can use this rhythm with. So let's talk about the click, because that's probably I'm just going to call it that for the purposes of this video. When I first started doing this, I was dumbfounded. I was befuddled. I'm like, how are they doing this? So the first thing I want you to do is just hold your guitar steady. We're not even going to fret anything with our fretting hand. We're only going to concentrate on getting this. This is kind of the first step. You want to use your palm to mute your strings, but you're kind of, hitting into them. You're going to notice that if you're further back to your bridge, it's harder to get that sound. You want to be a little closer to your sound hole. And what's happening is we are bouncing the metal strings off of the metal frets of the guitar. And just for like the simple purposes, you can just use your thumb to get used to that. If you want to keep those folks clapping along, I've got a free 3-song lesson bundle for you. Some great classic rock tunes. Check it out in the description below. Everything you need, and I think you'll really like it. It's like a snare drum on a guitar. On a guitar. It's like a snare drum on a drum set. It's kind of 2 quick motions in a row. You're palm muting the strings, and right after you do that, you're going to use your pick to kind of drag. It's just kind of make it more pronounced. So it's kind of down and through, down through, down through, down through. When I say down, your hand is going down, like this motion, and then your pick is going through the strings toward the floor. If you'd like a lesson where I go in a lot more detail and some better kind of close-up versions, check out this lesson when you're finished here. And I go into more detail about getting that satisfying click sound. But for the purpose of this, here's how we're going to work it into this strum pattern. I'm just playing a G chord. And just start with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Level 2 is we're going to accent the 2nd and 4th beat, which just means we're going to strum down a little louder on those beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're going to replace the 2 and the 4. We're not going to strum them, we're going to click them. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And my head will immediately start 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. If you really just want to make a lot of friends, sit around and annoy everybody with this. Start with this, then work in the pick to get, a higher kind of resolution. And And if you like this video so far, make sure you clap the like button. We would really appreciate it. Ooh, that doesn't sound good when you don't make a chord. So let's just take a simple, I'm just going to play a G to a C add 9. I'm playing a 4-finger G to a C add 9 and a D with this pattern. So just an example of how this can sound. Down, up, click, up, down, up, click, up, down, up, click, up, down, up, click, up, down, up, click, up. And when you click, tap your toe too. You want to start it that way or else you're going to get out of sync like that. And it's something that when you start doing this, people will take notice, and so will your ears. Your ears are going to naturally use that clicking sound, kind of what it's meant for, which is kind of that percussive beat to stay in rhythm. So grab your guitar and play along with me here. I want to give you guys something kind of to apply this to. Your homework, should you choose to accept it, is really just to kind of get this click down. Once you can do this without fretting anything, you know you're there. And once you add this into the middle of this pattern, it really just comes to life. So we'll do a simple chord progression. We're going to start here on this G chord. Down, up, click, up, down, up, click, up, down, up, click, up, down. To a C add 9. To D. To C add 9. To G. And you can obviously use this with any chord progression, but I just wanted to give you guys something to mess around with. And once you get comfortable with it, speed it up, tap your toe, bob your head, and make those folks clap along. It's a ton of fun. Up next, check out this lesson where I'll show you something else cool you can play for your friends. Remember that Vicky and Maggie and I, sorry hon, that's it. Appreciate your views and support here on YouTube. We'll see you for the next lesson. Remember, you're never too old to learn.